jam-packed, okay? And I know because I'm getting text from some people here. Check this out. Here, listen to this. My last three texts. This one. We can hear you but not see you. But that's no longer there. And then here's one that says, hey, can you please welcome my members in Orlando, Florida, and St. John, Florida, Marianne Mercado, Arlene Manalang, Beverly Ramirez, and Maryland, MD from Huntington Beach. So what I'm trying to tell you is I'm getting all of these people texting me from all over. Here's Jeff Estanya from San Diego. Our Kangen 9 Global Team Australia is joining the webinar. Team leader Leah Manila Jeff, okay? So again, there's another one, okay? Here, let me give you just one more. Here, have a great meeting. Wait a minute. Here's one right here. My team in April matched one of the best months ever. This is from Gary Allen, which was last July 2020. You know, growth is increasing. I have 125 distributors logged on tonight. That's how many people from one guy, okay? So, I mean, it's one after the other, one after the other. It's crazy. And it's from all over, all the way from Asia to India. Can you believe India? Anyway, the main thing is you want to do this every single month. First Monday of every month, it goes fast. It trains your people for free, okay? And it gives you certain ideas on how to build your business, all right? Tonight, we're going to go over some of the distributor training, some of the things we did and that we trained that got the organization going. I've been involved in this thing a little bit over 14 years, this project. 14 years now, all right? And for somebody to be involved 14 years, something's got to be going good, right? But I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of people go in, go out. And when we first started this business, we did the training that I'm about to give you. And you need to understand this training. You need to understand all of the pieces so that your chances of succeeding increase dramatically, okay? The basics of this business is very simple. First of all, I'm doing this training because I have a friend here in Newport Beach. His name is Richard Marconi. He's a billionaire with a B, okay? He owns, for example, if you Google Marconi Museum for kids, you know, he owns this museum here in Orange County, and it's got about, I don't know, maybe $100 million worth of vehicle in there, which he owns, and he does, you know, he has it for all the kids to take a look at. Anyway, he told me a long time ago when we were having lunch, he said, you know, Daniel, there are 3 stages of a successful life. Now, Dick Marconi is the guy that started Mark Hughes and Herbalife. If it wasn't for Dick Marconi, there would be no Herbalife because he kept giving them credit when they had a problem back in the early 90s, okay? So this guy is mega. You can Google his name later on. But he said there are 3 stages of a successful life. He said there's a learning stage. I'll never forget this. He goes, there's a learning stage, earning stage, and returning stage. He said over 95% of the people will never pass the learning stage. Even though they go into the earning stage, they never learned, okay, actually what the earning is, because everybody thinks it's money, all right? And therefore, they never get to return later on. Because I thought returning is giving to charity, you know, giving money back, being a philanthropist, big Bill Gates, all these guys, right? No, it had nothing to do with that. All right. But he said 3 stages of a successful life. learning, earning, returning. And unless you pass the first one, you'll never get through the whole thing. Okay. So let's go ahead and move forward. What do you want from your business? Your Enagic business. I know we go through this all the time, and some people say, I've seen this training before. So what? You've also eaten before. You ate yesterday, right? But what you ate for yesterday was for yesterday, or last week was for last week. That's the same with learning. You have to continuously learn, and repetition is the best form. Look at the sports. Look at the top people in sports or in any kind of talent or craft that they do. The reason they're good at what they do is because of repetition, repetition, and practice. So the first thing is, what do you want from your business? Have you figured out what you want from your business? If I ask you what's your number and you don't know, you have to think about it, you don't get it yet. Okay? What are you trying to earn? I mean, is it 5,000 a month? Is it 10,000 a month? Whatever it is it 50,000 a month? I mean, you have to have a goal. In the beginning of this year, we had another goal, which was a crazy goal, but hey, you know what? It's a goal. It keeps you alive. It keeps you motivated. So what do you want from your business? Are you looking for more time? Are you looking for more money? Are you looking for freedom? Are you looking for, more freedom for your family or something? So, what number will that do it for you? What's the number that'll do it for you? There's a number. You have a number, okay? And don't say, ooh, because then you're gonna get the right. What you need to do is identify 10,000 a month. I think 10 grand a month. I know people don't like talking about money in Enagic, but hey, we didn't come in here for the water, right? I mean, you're not, and if you did come in for the water, you're not sticking around for the water, you're sticking around for the money. So what amount of money are you trying to earn? And you must put a target. You cannot hit a target you don't have. So have a target, man. Put it out there. 5 grand a month. 5 grand a month. If you're not earning, and don't forget the 11th commandment. Thou shalt not kid thyself. If you're not earning 5 grand a month, don't be putting 100,000. Why don't you go step at a time? Okay. But financial, material, personal goals, position you want. When I first came into this business, I wanted this and cars and that. And now those aren't important at all. Why? Because you've achieved them. So establish your targets. That's the first thing, okay? Next, the business we're in the direct sales industry. Don't forget that. You are in business for yourself. And what you want to do tonight is get this. Because if you can get what I'm trying to tell you tonight, it will increase your chances of succeeding in the business because all your pieces will be in place. Understand the business you're in. You're in the direct, you're an entrepreneur, okay? You're an entrepreneur, all right? You've seen Shark Tank. You've seen the entrepreneurs there. That's what you are. And you're in a business where their products are phenomenal. Your timing is absolutely awesome. And what we do in the business is very simple because we all do the same things, right? We share product when we can, we share opportunity to build, and we teach, right? To duplicate so that you start making what we call leveraged income. Now, how long does it take to reach 6A? Normally, for anybody who's looking at this who's brand new, 18 to 24 months, that's a good time, okay? Even 3 years is a good time, I've seen some people not make it for 3 years that are top distributors. So why? Because it's a business. This is not a race, all right? I know some people say, oh, I made 6A in 4 seconds. Hey, this is not a race, all right? This is about building an ongoing business so that you don't worry about time, money, and you just have freedom to do what you want, right? So again, it takes about 18, 24 months, 3 years. Fast track, if you can do it in 12 months, man, you're flying. You probably have a team. If hyperdrive, those people that come in this program and hyperdrive, like I was listening to Dan Win in on Saturday, some of his training, phenomenal. I mean, what a group, huh? That Vietnamese group. Can you imagine that? But again, he's in hyperdrive mode, right? But that's because he came in with a team. Don't be comparing your talent with somebody else's talent. They may have a faster car. They may have been in the business longer than you have. Okay? Don't try to compare your talent with somebody else's talent, because one more time, this is not about who gets there first. Okay? This is about who gets there and lasts, right? So the average people, they don't make it. And I'm not talking about, when I say average, you can be average, but you need above average goals. You need above average drive. You need an above average, emotion, passion. All right. I mean, certainly above average from somebody who works at Home Depot. Nothing wrong with that, but you need to have a above average to succeed in this business. What are the most important areas of the business? You, of course, because you're the one who initiates everything. The emotional ride, the ups, the downs. And the only reason people have emotional rides is because they don't understand the business. They think they're in a sales job. This is not a sales position. And I'll explain that to you, and you'll feel better about building an ongoing business. Okay. So again, the most important thing is you, the emotional ride, and the time and training you put in. Can you do this business? Of course you can. There's no question about it. Do you see the potential in the business? Let me tell you something. I don't know if you're doing it. I'm sure there's people, because there's a ton of people on. I mean, there's a zillion people on, okay? And I'm telling you, some of these people earn, I'm sure, six-figure, double six-figure, quadruple six-figure income, right? Do you see the potential in the business? Do you see the potential for yourself? Okay. Are you willing to learn, sell, and work? All right. You got to get a yes on these. And do you have a true desire? We're going to be talking about that. If you said yes to all of that, yeah, no question, you can do the business. First lesson, treat it like a business. Okay. I've said this over and over. Get yourself educated, get motivated. All out massive action. If you're brand new, you need to go all out your first 90, 120 days, your first 6 months. Bob Gradelli, myself, we were pouring it on for the what? First 3 years. We always talk about that. Everywhere. We went everywhere. Why? Because we were willing to do what it took, which most people aren't, so that we can do what most people can't do today, which is, what Bobby and I are doing, right? We're on just maintenance mode, right? And never worrying about time and never worrying about money. So again, first lesson, treat it like a business. It's your ticket to financial freedom. You shouldn't be second, but you got to understand it. Unless you understand it, all right? And we're going to try to get that through tonight, okay? Get educated, learn the basics, and commit to making it happen. Don't be like these guys who are going from network to network to network. I have a friend, he's one of the top guys in the industry, but he's in like 2 or 3 deals every single year. Can you imagine that? You're moving. I want to show you why you happen to be in the best program. People don't understand why this is so good. Okay. So again, Being in business for yourself is completely different from being a network marketer. Those are two different things. Yeah, you could intertwine them, but somebody in business for themselves, they're committed. Anybody, if you're watching this right now, have you ever started a real business? Not a $5,000 water filter. All of a sudden now you can earn $1 million a year. I'm talking about a real business, right? Because when I first got started here, I had a friend named Romy Verdera in New York who made six-figure income in 1 month, six figures in 1 month. Okay. And I said, how much did it cost you to start the business? And Romy said, $4,000, and the company financed it. $4,000 to make $1 million? What are you, nuts? Have you ever legally? I mean, unbelievable. That's the difference here. See, the reason why people that are that are in business are committed is because they have a lot. It normally runs $500,000 to start a business. But in network marketing, you can go in, out, in, out. That's why people jump from program to program and they never find the ones they're in. So make sure that you are a business person, an entrepreneur. The second lesson is you keep swinging till you hit, period. That's it. You keep swinging till you hit, right? I mean, your chances here are 1,000,000 times better than lottery tickets. And still you buy lottery tickets, all right? So again, keep swinging the bat, because eventually it's like bowling. I don't care if you're blind. If you keep rolling the ball, you're eventually going to get a strike. That's the way it works. It just works that way. Okay. The average will eventually catch up. So the 5 things you need, and you got to get this. Number 1, you got to have desire. I'm going to talk about that and why winners win. But we're talking about a real desire, that 1% that makes people win. It's not everybody desires it. Everybody wants it. Every single person wants it. Hey, all the immigrants want it. Everybody coming aboard, coming here, coming there. Everybody wants it. I'm talking about true desire, the real deal. Okay. I mean, willing to go out there and just go and get that extra percent that turns lemons into lemonade, that turns an average team into champions. Second, your belief systems got to be in place. You got to believe in the company and the industry. And I'm telling you right now, the company is almost 50 years old. Okay. Do you know that since the birth of network marketing and direct sales, there's literally probably over 1 million companies that have tried to start. 1 million. Do you know how many that stay even a couple of decades? You can count it. There's just maybe a dozen of them, couple dozen. That's it, out of 1 million. So the company is solid as a rock, and they're in an industry, and this is what people don't get. They are in an industry where they have a product that everyone's going to own. Everyone's going to own it. So if everybody's going to own it, all you need to do now is advertise. See, when you go out there and you do your demos, you're not, if you get a sale, good. If you don't get a sale, it's still good, because what you're doing is you're exposing your trade. You're letting everybody know, hey, if you're a real estate agent, don't you let everybody know you're a real estate agent, just in case somebody wants to buy a house? They go, oh, wow, man, that dude's a real estate agent. This is the same thing. The difference here is everybody's eventually going to think about purchasing an ionizer. And when they do, the distributors who are out there exposed the most are going to get sales. How many of you now are getting sales just because it's Kangen water, right? Or they say, oh yeah, hey, that guy, I can't tell you how many sales that I've gotten where they say, hey, Daniel sells that, let's give him a call. So you need to have your belief system in place with the company, the product you're in, that it is a trend product. Most people don't understand. You have a product 95% of Americans will have, and right now, less than 0.5% have. So it's a product everyone's going to have. Unbelievable. And then you got to believe in yourself that you can do this. And the way you do that is just look in the room and take a look at all the people that are doing it. Some people say, hey, there are no sales. No, there are 15 to 20,000 sales happening in Enagic every month. So obviously it's happening. It's not happening for you yet, but it's okay, because if you keep advertising and if you keep putting the word out there, see, that's the key. The key is to get everybody. If you opened up a bakery, right? What's your goal? Is to let everybody in town know that you own this great bakery. That's the same thing here. And that's what people don't get. They're trying to continuously sell the machine instead of advertise their trade, so that when they're ready to buy a machine, they're there. So get your belief system in place, then become trainable. Okay? All these different trainings, right? I was listening to Dang Nguyen on Eli and Jelina's call on Saturday. Absolutely phenomenal, right? And if you heard Romy Verdera on Monique Washington's call, whew, wow, Zach, these guys are just killer. I mean, every week, you know, Jim Gilliland up north does one. Gary Allen for his group does one. You know, Jerome Herbert does one for his group. Joby Barkase and the Kangen 9 team, you know, Kangen tribe, they do a meeting. So you wanna be trainable and find which one works for you, because there's all different ways to do the business. Because some people will say, what's the best way to do? No, there is no one way to do that. It's the same thing as raising a child. How many good ways are there to raise a child? Okay. How many good ways are there to decorate an apartment? How many good ways are there to cook a chicken? Right? I mean, there are as many ways as there are creative minds, so that you are getting ideas from all these trainers and you're going to pick one. Now, will the one you pick be the one? Maybe not, but it's out there, no question about it. How do you know? Because it's happening 15 to 20,000 times a month. It's happening all around you. So be trainable and it'll eventually happen, okay? And then apply what you learn. Keep applying it. It's not you do it once and just because it doesn't work, that means it doesn't work. No, it doesn't work that way. This is just like anything else, right? Every time you keep trying, you keep doing it, you keep doing it. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. If you keep doing it and trying it and doing it and trying it and doing it, you're eventually going to succeed. The difference here is that you have a product that everybody uses. You have a company that's going to be around and give you time to be able to succeed. And you have a program when you get into the success area, oh my goodness gracious. I'm telling you, man, I can imagine how much money some of those guys are making. It's crazy. You know, because I know how much we're doing, and I'm not one of the top guys. So anyway, okay. Whoa, that thing froze. All right, let me see. Let's see. What does it say? Okay. It's okay. The next one. I know the camera is frozen, but you can still see the thing. Develop a winning attitude. Visualize your success. Okay. And it doesn't come right away. So for some it might, for some but this is a business. This is not a race. Okay. So what you're going to do is you are going to keep moving forward until it clicks for you. Keep moving forward. Keep swinging the bat. Okay. And commit to your goals, and what you want to accomplish. Make sure. Okay. All right. Those are the 5 things. One more time. 1, you got to have a real desire. You got to want it. Your belief system must be in place. You got to be trainable. Okay. You got to be trainable. And there's all different trainings out there. All right. And then apply what you learn. Don't be afraid. Just apply it. Hey, if it works, great. If it doesn't work, you're going to try a different way. You're going to keep trying until you hit. And then you develop a winning attitude, right? In other words, you visualize your success and you don't quit, just like anything else. You don't quit until you get there, period. But the difference here is when you get there with this one, and you will get there, wow, what a life-changing event for you, okay? All right. Here are some recruiting tips. Number 1, the most important part of your Enagic business is recruiting. It's the lifeblood of your business. I'm giving you this training, and this is not my training. I took this training from one of the guys that I worked with, and I'm going to show you his his success and what he went through. But no recruiting, no money, he says. Everyone must do it, right? And you do it less and less as you move up, because some people say, hey, does everybody always recruit? Yeah, I think everybody always recruits, but they don't recruit at the speed we used to recruit, right? Because all of a sudden you now have it built and you're now in maintenance. But it is the hardest part of the business, and it's one that you must learn. You got to overcome that, okay? So here are some recruiting tips. Number 1, work the numbers, he said. Work the numbers. Look at how many times Colonel Sanders went. Look at these guys from Shark Tank. Look at how many places they go to, right? The average out there in Enagic is about what? If you show this project to 10 people, okay, 2 might take a look at it. Not 2 will join, 2 might take a look at it out of 10. But your average keeps getting better. The law of averages catches up. And eventually, pretty soon, your average goes up because your skills go up. The main thing is don't quit. Okay. The reason this guy shouldn't have succeeded, he put it down. He said he couldn't afford a unit. Number 1, when he first came into business, right? He was 18 years old. He has no network. He just came out of school. All right. He had no support. His upline didn't have support. Right? I just mentored the guy. He didn't drive on the freeway because he was afraid of his car. The reason he succeeded, he's willing to learn, right? Willing to learn. He attended event after event after event. He was very persistent, and he followed his mentors. And then he duplicated, created a good team, and because of the Kangen water, he feels he succeeded. Look at the results. His first year, he earned 39 grand. This is a true story I'm giving you, okay? At the age of 18, 19, he earned 39,000. At the age of 20, he earned 68. At the age of 21, he earned 134, etc., etc., etc. Is that crazy or what? That's what can happen to anybody if they put in the time. And here's his tips on recruiting. Number one, he said, start with your warm market. The goal is to solidify belief, practice, and find the first members of your team. This is the reason you go to your warm market. People you know, your family, your friends, your neighbors. Don't go to cold market yet. Okay, we keep telling you the reason why is hey, you might be able to do it, but your team won't be able to duplicate. What if one of the people in your team is not as sharp as you are? Then you have a breakdown. So you have to show duplicatable methods, and you have to start with the family. Why? Because everybody can start with their family, friends, coworkers, because you're not shy and going to them by just saying, hey, I just started a new business. Take a look at it. Remember, you're not there to sell. You are there to advertise that you are the Kangen person, so that when they do buy, and they will buy, the chances are 9.5% that they're going to buy whoever it is in your neighborhood. 9.5%. Now, when they're ready to purchase one, do they know where to get one? Or are they going to Google? Or are they going to go look? Or do they say, oh yeah, hey, our next door neighbor sells it? See, that's why it's important to go to your warm market. Next, what do you say? You identify your prospect strength, right? Their needs. Ask people for their opinion. Invite them to see a demo, right? There's a guy, Aldrin Vincente, one of the top distributors in Enagic, does a demo that's phenomenal. Take a look at that. I know Jerome Herbert does a great demo. Some of his team does. Jovi Varcarse, Mary Jane Cruz. These are top people that do demos. Mary Jane was at my house today. She just sold a unit yesterday. She did another demo. Unbelievable. So learn how to do the demo. And then 2 are daily contacts. People you meet. Let me see this. Okay. People you meet at the store. People you getting gas, right? At the dry cleaners, at the mall, running errands. Do you do this? Yes. The goal is to obtain contact information. Remember, the goal is not to sell. Okay? Here, let me show you something. See the first one? Okay? See the first one? The goal is to solidify belief. The goal is to practice, and the goal is to find your first members of your team. That's why you go to your warm market, right? And then your daily contacts. What's the goal of the daily contacts? The goal is to obtain contact information and to let people know what you do. Okay? People you meet. I was, hey, this is a true story. I was walking my dog the other day, my wife and I, over in Newport Beach. There's a guy bent over in the back of his car because his back was hurting. And I said, hey, man, we're talking. And I said, have you ever tried alkaline water? You ought to try it. I said, I don't know what it'll do, but I'll tell you what, I've gotten a lot of good feedback on it. I give him my card. I actually did that. Do I do that? Yes, because I always have a card in my in my car. Now, out of 10 people, 2 may contact me back. I'm not trying to get 10 out of 10. I'm trying to get my trade exposed, okay? 3, cold market, newspaper ads, Google ads, Craigslist ads, magazine ads, demo tables, right? You got to know what you're doing here, but the goal is to create new contacts. That's simple, right? And then last one is social media, okay? And the goal is to have people ask, what do you do? What are you doing? How come you feel that well? How come you're driving that kind of car? You know, why do you have that smile, etc.? So Facebook post, Instagram post, lifestyle demonstration, and achievement post on social media. So these are tips on recruiting, and then do what you think can work. If you're not missing, you're not recruiting. And most important, take action. Take action, man. Take action. My personal advice, this is a guy who earns the money. Okay? So he said, here's personal advice. First, achieve the rank of 6A. So if you're not a 6A, you want to get to 6A, right? That's your first target. And your target is not to try and sell. What you're doing is you're dropping seeds. You're planting seeds. And on the way, you're going to get to your 100 sales between you and your group. Okay? So now, once you hit 6A, you're now earning 1,007 on an SD 501 and $2,000 on a K8, right? So the first formula, achieve the rank of 6A. Second, sign up 5 frontline distributors. And by that time, hey, you'll be a little bit more skilled. 5 distributors help each achieve the rank of 3A. Each one of the 5. 3A is nothing, right? 3A, 10 sales. There. So you got 5 people, 10 group sales each. Look at your earning. Your earning is about 8,005 to 10 grand on the frontline 5 as a 6A. And when you help each one of them go 3A, you can earn from 85 to 102 on just 5 people, helping them get to 3A, right? And if you don't know how to do it, you send them to this meeting. Look at that. So your personal earning is 10.2, 85 to 10.2, and your group earning is 85 to 102. That's how simple it is in actuality. Now, let me ask you this. If not this, how else are you going to earn 6-figure income? Really, how? That's why I'm saying, man, take a look at this. It's there. So again, not including your existing team on bonus or bonuses, look how much you make. 94 to 112. We know this works because there's a ton of people doing it right now. Okay? And 112, that gives you about what? Almost 10 grand a month, right? That's a great goal, I think. But the key to long-term success with your Enagic business is learn how to keep creating new warm market, right? Every time you get to a new person, you work their warm market, okay? Last part, why winners win. Haven't done this meeting in a while, but you know, I'm just going to let you know the different winners that are in Enagic and why they win. By the way, wow, it is packed. Holy manoli. It's crazy, man. You saw how many, unbelievable. I can't, wow. It's a mind blower. You know, let me see some of my friends here. I got, wow, look at this. Crazy. I see Al Dorsey. Hey, Al, how you doing? Adrian's there. A lot of new people. Look at that. A lot of new people. Augustine, Al, Alex, Alfonso. I got a guy named Alfonso who is in San Diego. Big project. By the way, Alfonso, I've got wheels rolling on our project, and it's rolling big time. Just so you know, we've got some of the. I'll let you know about it. But, whew, look at this: Amanda, Amir, Ahmed, Adam, Arnett, Amrit, Andret Robles, Andre, Angel, Anne, Anna, Anna Marie, holy cow, Anthony, Antonella. Wow, look at this. It's crazy. Arlene, Arnetta. I mean, I can't. I'm still in the A's. It's crazy. That's a lot of people. A lot of people. Wow. Beverly. I'm just going through. Brian Welch. Hey, Brian, how you doing? Bruce Shao. There's a lot of people from India. Wow. Calvin. Okay. Cecilia. Charlene. Charles Dexter. Hey, Charles, how you doing, buddy? Wow. Sherry. Sherilyn. Cheryl. Shiona. Chona. Oh my God. Christine Deasy. Christine Meeks. Claudette. there's a lot of people. Ton of people. I mean, ton of people. Ton. So there's over 1,000 people logged on. Crazy, huh? I know some of you know that because some of you have like 100 people in your team that's on there. I mean, look at the C's. I'm still in the C's. Crystal, Craig, Cynthia Briganti. Hi, Cynthia. Wow. Cynthia Halverson, Cynthia Phillips. Phew. Anyway, let's go with why winners win. And I'm telling you this because I'm showing you there are some people that are in magic that are earning some incredible incomes. I want to show you the common denominator between these people. Okay? Here. First, what's the definition of a winner? Because you always hear it, right? Each of us have our own definition. The ideas, the meaning, the characteristics, they seem to be universal. But all of us have our own personal definition of a winner. The dictionary defines a winner is to succeed, to be victorious, right? To reach, to attain, to win fame, right? To gain by effort or persistence. Okay? So again, to winners, winning is a habit. Winning is, yeah, I know a lot of people say you got to be a good loser. Hey, quit teaching that to your kids. All right? You want me to show you a loser, a good loser? Okay? You want to lose so much you want to be good at it? Are you kidding me? No. You want to learn how to be a bad loser. Take a look at all the champions out there. All of them. I don't care in what sport, what category, what politics, what anything. Take a look at all the winners. They hate to lose. It's not a sometime thing to them. It's an all the time thing. Winners win to play. That's all that's what they know how to do. Okay? I'm showing you why winners win. A guy by the name of Zig Ziglar, and this is funny because I was fortunate enough not only to meet Mr. Ziglar, but to work with him for a couple of weeks with a company called Scott and Fetzer a long time ago. Each of us have the ingredients necessary to become a full-time winner. Okay? As a matter of fact, he says, Men are designed for accomplishment. We're engineered for success and endowed with the seeds of greatness. So all of us have the seeds. Here's why the top winners win. Number one, their desire. It's the key ingredient. We've already talked about it. It's that 1 degree that turns hot water into steam. 211 degrees makes hot water, right? Some of you shaved, some of you made soup, some of you mixed it with cold water and washed your face and took a shower this morning, right? 211 degrees makes hot water. If you add 1 more degree, it becomes steam. And steam can power locomotives across the country. It can make steamships hum up the Mississippi. It can put thousands of people to work. That's what that 1 degree does. And that's what desire does. Belief, we've already talked about that. People that win have a belief that they can win. They have a belief in what they're doing, and they have a belief in what they represent. So again, belief is the second thing. Third, their attitude. They're always positive. Have you ever walked around top people? They're always positive, man. They're always upbeat, right? And especially with Enagic, what I like about Enagic is the top people, the most successful, you don't know if they're working or they're playing. Because when they're working, they're playing. And when they're playing, they're working. But their attitude is always up. All right? They have a passion for what they do. They act with integrity. So I think attitude is one of the most important things. And if you're a leader out there, you got to make sure that your people know that your attitude is always up, okay? Then they're goal-oriented. At the next goal, 1A, 2A, 3A, 6A2, 6A3, etc. So 1,000 a month, 5,000 a month, 10,000 a month, right? They're always goal-oriented. They know what they want. So get a number. So the next time I ask you, what's your number? You can immediately come up with it. What's your number? Okay. And then there'll come a time where the number, it doesn't matter anymore because there's no way you're going to spend it. There's no way. I can assure you, there are people in Enagic today, the money they earn, there's no way they can spend it. There's no way. They'd have to be throwing money away. No question about it. So you gotta be goal-oriented on what you want to do. Then you gotta be knowledgeable about the business. This ain't gonna happen by it ain't gonna happen by accident. You have to know what you're doing, and the longer you do it, the more you fail, the more you learn. So don't forget every time. And you're not there to try and sell. You're there to try and advertise so that when the people do buy, and 9.5 will buy, okay, they know you're the one in that city that has that. The person that advertises the most, they're the ones that are going to earn the most. And the one that teaches them how to, their organization, how to do that in their business, they're going to make the most money. So you need to be knowledgeable. Then determined. Winners are determined. They have patience, persistent, dedication, but they absolutely believe they can. We know you can do this, right? So make sure, okay? It is a packed house. Oh my God. Jeez. Unbelievable. That's what winners do. They don't make a bunch more. They make one more call. Right? Imagine if you made one more call each week than the next guy. That's 52 more calls a year. Of course you're going to make more money. No question about it. So you do one more call, you make one more meeting. one more recruit, one more presentation. You know, it's like when you're at a basketball court and you're leaving, you just want that one last shot, right? One more. Okay. So again, one more than the rest of the crowd. That's what makes people win. And then the commitment all the way to the end. So you're in a good program. You're in a great program where the company is going to be there when, no matter how long it takes you to create your success, the company will give you the time, okay, to succeed. And not only that, the marketplace is so big that it cannot be saturated. The company has sold less than 0.5% on a product that I feel 90% of the households will own. 90%. And right now they have less than 0.5%. And the reason it's not going faster is because nobody knows about it. Everybody's still paying for bottled water. They don't advertise like Amazon or Apple or anything like that. They don't want to advertise this. They don't want to advertise because if they do, they won't be able to keep up with the demand that comes in with advertisement. So again, committed to the end all the way, and then focus, zero in on the goal. Okay. You know, they can't be distracted. All right. Winners stay on course. They're absolutely clear on their objective, absolutely clear. And you should too. So again, what's your number? Right? Hey, you know what? I don't know. Why don't you dream a little? How about 20,000 a month? 20, that's 240 a year, man. You're still not in a major tax bracket. President Biden said you won't get taxed one penny more unless you're making 400,000, right? And there's so many people in this business that are making 400,000. Can you imagine you can be in a business where you can make that much? So focus in and clear your mind on what your target is. Can you focus on one project, right? Your success. The last part is action. They swing the bat. They jump in. They take the lead role. They don't hesitate. Winners move forward. They just do it. You know that. Winners just do it. They just go for it, right? So that's what you need to do is action. Action is what sets off everything. If you're not doing anything, if you're not failing, you're not shooting, you're not hitting, you're not swinging. And you got to swing, 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 okay? Until there'll come a time when you're just on maintenance mode. I'm telling you this because there are so many people doing it. So again, finally, winners understand that failing, losing, heartaches, and disappointments and negatives are all temporary stops. They're temporary stops on the way to winning. It's part of the road. Okay? Don't forget, this is not a race. It is the end result that counts. It's the end result that counts, right? So again, focus on what you're doing. Make sure that you're moving forward and have a great, great summer production because things are going nuts right now, man. My phone's going nuts. Holy cow, look at this. Whew. Unbelievable. A lot of people on, just so you guys know. Let me see if I can. Why people don't win? Well, their passion runs out, right? I get it. Fear of the unknown. What if I don't make it? Hey, they doubt themselves, the ego, right? Accepting less. But wow, I mean, is it hard? Yeah, it's a little bit hard. It's not as hard as some of the things I know out there, but is it worth it? Absolutely, 1,000,000% worth it. So, you know, in the end, you've either quit and lost or achieved your personal goals and won. The measurements of results are very clear in an adjective. You can make it here. You know what I mean? Make it happen. Let me just, while I end this, don't forget, anyone can start this business, but only the thoroughbreds will finish. Okay? Wow, look at this. It is just jam packed. Holy manoli. There's names here that I have not, David, I haven't seen you in a while. Wow, look at this. Dean, Deborah, Deepak, wow, Dina, Denise, Dennis, Donald. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I said 5 because they're all doctors, including Dr. Lucas, my friend. Wow, look at this. Duncan. Let's go to let's move up a little bit. Sorry, Dees. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, here. Eli. Hey, Eli. Elizabeth. Olivia. Orion. Ellie. Ellen. Ferdinand. Fernando. Wow. Feruza. Fred. Hey, Gary. Got your message. Gail. That's a lot of people on. I'm in the G. Giordano from Italy. How you doing, Giordano? Look at this. G. Okay, let's move. Whew, wow. Okay. H. Hannah. Hetty. Holly. Howard. Ingrid. I'm just flying through the ice here. Iris. Isabel. Elon. Jacqueline. Jake. James. Jan. Jason. Another Jason. Jason Whistler. Jaden. There's no way. It'll take me a half an hour to get to the K. So we're pretty packed. Anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know. Make it happen, guys. My name is Daniel Dimacale. I'm coming to you live from Newport Beach on a packed Monday night. Okay, let's get moving. Summer's here. Get a number in your head. Take part of this 20,000 a month that we're doing, and we're going after 30,000 a month. I know that, and it's going to be a great future with Enagic. Okay, you guys stay safe, stay healthy. I miss everybody. Don't you miss everybody? I really do miss everybody, and I can't wait for us to get going. And we have a lot of good plans coming up in the future for Enagic convention. Anyway, okay. I will see you. Have a good one. And Daniel Dimacale coming to you live from Newport Beach, California. Have a terrific evening, and God bless.